ضيوف دبي وسهلا في ربوع دبي. دبي دانت الدنيا وعشق ما له آخر.
أعزائي المشاهدين، أهلا وسهلا بكم من جديد مع برنامجكم الأسبوعي برنامج قصتي. كما عودناكم في كل أسبوع نستضيف لكم خيرة من دولة الإمارات قصة نجاح تأتي من فلبين إلى الإمارات منذ أكثر من 30 عام. مدام نورما، good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
تحييكم وتهديكم ورود العمر والخاطر. تحييكم وتهديكم ورود العمر والخاطر. فأهلا يا ضيوف دبي وسهلا في ربوع دبي. يا سلام يا سلام يا سلام يا سلام يا سلام يا دبي. يا سلام يا دبي يا سلام.
We are so lucky to be here with you in your company. Our team said you will come in our program.
My pleasure.
And we would like to know about yourself. Who's Norma? When she comes to this country at the first time, and what she's doing at this moment.
It's somewhere you feel alive, forever on your mind. Wherever you close your eyes, Dubai is always in your heart. Dubai is always in your heart. No matter where you go in life, no matter where you go in time, doesn't matter where you are, Dubai is always in your heart.
I came in the UAE back in 1990, looking for an opportunity and explore what I can do more here, since I have been very focused on being a business person rather than being at home and being a mother of many children. So I focused that I started that journey, and I was not very intelligent when I come here, and I'm not saying that I'm the best person now as well, but everything is going okay, and I'm very happy that even if I say that I cannot even be here for 1 year when I first come in here, but here I am today after 31 years.
Why you choose Yui?
It was not my choice, to be honest. I was told by the agency who sent me abroad that I will be in Saudi Arabia, but because of the conflict and everything, then I was not able to reach there, and they sent me here instead, and I have no idea what's in here.
A chance.
A chance, yeah.
This chance, more than 31 years.
Leap of faith, yes.
So 31 years, so we leave the growth in UAE. It was
Yes.
desert, now we are talking about the country number 1 in the world, right?
I've seen everything from the time I get in here until now. It was just unbelievable. That is why I am here until now.
The woman that she lived here for more than 30 years, she was working with wellness, sustainability,
Yes.
think about the life, so she have an idea, fair enough experience. Let's talk about your career, the first job that we worked here and where we reach now.
The first time I come in here, I was working in one of the company, and that is actually for the manpower in construction company. It was kind of very uncomfortable because as a woman at a very young age, I was actually not, I'm not permitted to even go out at the time. And my sponsor was a local from Malain who has been, very, very kind and very nice to me. He became like a father to me, and advising me and teaching me every single day. He used to sit with me for 1 hour to teach me the language. So during the time that I was with them, I learned to speak Arabic, very good. And he says to me that he's going to send me to school to learn to write as well. I said no, because I won't be here. But that's the mistake I've done, because I did not follow his advice.
I will give you opportunity to say thanks for this guy.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for my very first boss, Mr. Khalifa. And I know that you've been not with us anymore, but you're looking for us always.
Sure, he's proud of you that he's the first teacher for you in UAE.
Yes, he is the first teacher indeed, yes.
So the life or the school, this life that we are living here, and you are living between more than 200 different nationalities.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say difficult or hard, but I will say to prove yourself and to be number 1 is hard. How did you prove yourself? And now we're talking about a businesswoman.
It wasn't easy, to be honest, but because I was always focused on improving myself and see what I can do and take all the opportunities that comes along, I wasn't afraid. I was very. Sometimes I feel myself like, what are you doing? But I said no. If you want to do something in life, it's only you who is going to do it, nobody else. So that's kind of things is always there for me, and that's how I just take a chance on every opportunity. I mean, I've been picky as well in anything that just come along, and this is why I choose to be who am I today. Because not all the time, the path that we are wanting to get in, we never reach there. But then disappointment and everything. But to me, as independent person, I'm always been looking at what's next and not to go backward.
Sure. So when I talk about 3 years back, so I would say that you moved to Ras Al Khaimah, right?
I moved in Ras Al Khaimah in 2013.
13.
Yes.
So I'm talking about 8 years.
Yeah.
Why we go there?
Well, life changed for me, and I needed to have some changes as well. It was not my first choice, but it was a chance that I've taken.
Very good. But we still going forward. We start our own company 3 years back in Ras Al Khaimah.
No, I started my company back in 2013 here in Dubai, and I was actually promoting waste to energy technology. That is introduced to me from one of my friend who is in the US. So because I'm always been communicating with so many people, and that's how I get to know them more, and I get really interesting. Back in 2009, I started my master, my MBA, and I'm doing it all online. It was really tough because working and then studying. I was doing 2 different studies, one in master in business, and one is bachelor on wellness. So it was a really tough decision for me to drop one of them because I could not continue. And I keep the other one going. So up until today, I was still thinking of going back to my wellness bachelor things. I finished my MBA on 2013, and at that time I went to Ras Al Khaimah when I started the business. I was doing everything on my own.
So we can say that the concept of what you have, you like, so it will not stop you even if the life will change. So I can work anything, but what I like, I will do, right?
Yes.
So what the company in Ras Al Khaimah now we have?
The Ras Al Khaimah just closed it this year, actually, when I started this company here in Dubai to join with my sister-in-law because she needed a help. So I thought since it was a little bit, stagnant, the business and everything, and all the contracts that I supposed to be having did not really happen because of the hard, it's very hard during last year when the coronavirus hit us all. But I said to myself, it's not the end of the world, it will come back. So
it's not in the end of the world. So now
No.
you say it 3 times. What this from where you or how you know these words? What they give you?
well, you see, it's only us who can choose what we really want. If we think negative, then everything is going to just hit us as a negative part, and we cannot stand up. So to me, I'm always about going forward, what is next, what's out there, and I need to find out. So that is how.
Now we are in UAE, and I want to ask you what you advise all the women over the world. That's to be in the business.
Yes, I'm advising all the women in the whole world, young and old and grandma or whoever, that everything in life is kind of a game, and we need to start this game. So if we actually wanting to do something, just go ahead. Do not let your mind stop you, because if you start dealing with your mind telling you maybe it's not right, it's not going to happen. So if you feel something that is right for you, and if you think of something, just pursue for it, because I'm sure if you don't stop, slowly everything will come. So having a business, having difficulties in the beginning, dealing in business as a woman that is not in my own country, it was just a challenge. But I encourage every one of you to just stand up, do what you want to do, and be what you want to be.
A good wife that she loved Dubai, so she changed Dubai because her husband.
Yes.
A good daughter, she wants to go now to Philippines because her mother needs her. Even difficult to go there.
Difficult to go, that's right.
We hope that everything will be okay with your mother and she will feel well. And how you manage your time between mother and wife and a good daughter and a businesswoman?
It is not easy, but you see, what I do is dealing with business. I do not actually put myself in the situation to be mixed with one after the other. So there are priorities always that I have to put on, and my priority is always business first. And there are time for my family. There are time for my personal life. There are time for me. So that's how I do it.
Madam Norma, how we can find you, or the people how they can contact with you?
You can contact me anytime on my number that I've given you. So you can visit the website. You can you can get the other information from my other partners too.
Prestige Green Power.
Yes.
So nice name, and the meaning is so high. So the idea of this name, from where it's come?
Why is it green power? Is because I've always been in the green technology, sustainability, and helping the world to be a little bit better, right? So when I was in here, the name of my company is Green Power. Although it's a little bit sad, and I say it's not easy being a woman in business, because before nobody really wanted to look at you as in this category, right? But apparently the world is changing.
Yes.
They're now more focused on us, women. So it's kind of very encouraging, and it's nice to be in that. So when I had this Green Power company here in Dubai, I continued in Ras Al Khaimah, but that was a consulting as well. But then again, it's all about the same concept of business. And now I am in a different, business is because I need to carry on moving forward rather than just sleeping. So I start something else that's more practical for this very time.
Yeah. And how you build the relation with your employees?
My relation with my employee is really nice. They respect me so well, and I make sure that if there is a problem, they're always been top my priority, because to me, if I don't have them, then I will not be in business too. And especially in this situation, everything else is just difficult to deal with at the moment. So I need to really find balance between me, my employee, the other people in the company, and so on. But with my employee, I'm very protective to them. I make sure that they have everything that they need. I make sure that they have a good salary as well, even then we're just starting. And if anyone is sick, I make sure that I'll personally take care of this person.
And when Madame Norma, she have time for herself?
My time for myself is in between whenever I can find my breath. Yes. For my employee, I make sure that I had a meeting with them every single end of the month and before the salary time. Give them some treatment, let them come to my house in Ras Al Khaimah, and have them, do what they want, go to the beach, have a party, and just relax. Remove that lots of hard work that they have done during the weekday.
So, in the world, they're talking about Corona, they say it's a crisis, but in Dubai, it's changed our life. So it's make us to know more in the technologies. Even its Expo gave us time to prepare ourselves. So they gave us more 1 year Corona to prepare ourselves. What did Corona affected you?
It didn't really, well, in the beginning it was kind of hard because of all the restriction and you can't really move around. But then now, what's the government here in the UAE in particular have done is that enable us to work even we are at home, which is much better. We can contact everybody else during this time, and we don't really need to travel because this is part of how can I say precaution as well, right? So coronavirus started to affect me quite depressing, to be honest. And I was at the time having a good contract to be doing all the businesses like Mauritius. I have the people in Mauritius, a team in there. I have in the Philippines and here in Ajman as well. So I was quite happy, but then everything goes down. So it was hard, but then this pandemic really gave everyone else an opportunity to grow and to see what more out there.
Yes.
Right? So I didn't see it as a bad thing. I see it as an opportunity for us to take. And for Expo 2020, there was a saying that everything is happening for a reason.
Yes.
And I really do believe in that.
Yeah.
Maybe we're not enough prepared for this kind of thing, so.
One guy, he need maybe 10 minutes or 5 minutes more to reach here. He's your husband now. Maybe he's looking for parking, and he said that he supports you in your life. So how did he support you?
From the very beginning, my relationship with him is really kind of scary because, as I said, I was doing my master and I don't want to get disturbed at the same time for my personal thing. But he was he's very kind, Anything that he think that I'm gonna need, he's always there for me. And even he stopped me working at the time, for the time being, until I finish everything. Then probably because I was always want to be with people, and being in Ras Al Khaimah is different. So I'm kind of more on my own. So I got sick eventually. It was really a hard time for me for the first 2 years in Ras Al Khaimah because of my health condition. But I came up very quickly from that and strong. And then I started all over again. Then we travel a lot as well. So his job really didn't stop us to, how can I say, be apart. Instead of us being apart, we drawn more to each other together because of the situation that he is in, the situation that I am in. But it did not really become, a challenge for us.
Always we are saying behind the businessman there is a woman. So now we are saying behind the businesswoman there is understanding.
Yes.
So what you will say for this understanding?
I would like to really thank you, my dear husband, for supporting me for everything, whatever it is that we're going through, business or family, travel and everything. You've never been away from me. The more I push you out so that I can be by myself in business, the more you come close to me.
Madam Norma, you asked me before this interview why you choose me. I think the answer you have it now, because when I talk about 31 years for a lady or single lady come here to prove herself, now we are talking about the mother who care about all these things. That's why we are here. So this land of opportunity that we are living in Dubai, it's a start from Sheikh Zayed, the one who started the first step. His Highness put the plan and he was respect the people or the human in general. So now we are talking about more than 200 different nationalities and we don't care about our door if it's open or closed because we know it's peace and safe country. What we have to say for you leaders and government for this peace and safe country?
Sorry, say it again.
What we have to say for you leaders and government for this peace country?
I have to say that this country have given me a lot of opportunity as a young woman coming to the UAE, not knowing anyone at all. I would like to really be thankful to them because there's no leader in the world who has done what they have done so far.
Thank you so much, Madam, to be with us, and my story team said to you again, welcome in our program. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes,